Let's see if any of this works. Let's put you over here. You over here. Got one chat there. Receiving your content. Gosh, that is exciting. Okay, so I'm live on YouTube. That's worked. Am I also live on Twitch? I'm also live on Twitch. That is doubly exciting. That's very cool. Now, let's test to see if any of this stuff has worked. I've changed the overlay. See if I can make it so I can cross the streams and get both chats together, which will be interesting. I think it works with... Okay, cool. That's gotten a bunch of YouTube stuff. And that's gotten a Twitch guy. That's someone who said hello in Twitch. He's purple. Thank you, Loco Press Music. This is indeed some content. I don't know. I had some trouble updating YouTube chat messages recently, so I don't know if it's gonna update well. No new okay, it's getting no new messages. No new message. Good. Okay, so it was screwing up a little before. Okay, now it's getting YouTube ones properly. Cool. When I'm not streaming, when I don't actually have a live stream, YouTube seems to put the polling requests on live chat like way up, so I was getting back errors that are like, you're polling this too often. So I can actually probably change that number and make it smaller now. And so, oh yeah, you should come up as either a little red dude or a little purple dude, depending on whether or not you are on Twitch or whether or not you are on YouTube. So we can have, so in a weird way, even though you can't really see each other, you can talk. You can talk cross chat. I'm bridging communities, guys. Check this out. I love your tutorials, and my teacher recommend your videos to us who like to make video games. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. So I can check this, make sure that that's matching up okay. Cool. And Twitch is matching up okay. Cool. You're red even though you're on Twitch. No, you're not. You're there. Well. Oh, is your person red though? Where's your person? Gather up, people. Assembly. Oh, I don't even see your person actually. Oh, and they've got the letters on the front of their names as well. Yeah, that letter, they've all got a G on the front of their name. That's to say that they're from Google. And there is a T one. Yeah, T Wilhelmsen 00. Yeah, you are red. So let's sort that. Let's see if we can sort that out. So let's close this briefly. The overlay will go away while I take a look at that. First of all, when I create a goblin, we want to string delete the name. So let's do string delete in here, which means I can put this string through but cut off the first letter. So from the first letter, delete one letter, and then it will return the rest. So that'll cut off that G and T at the beginning. Pal should be argument 1. So the palette should be correct. I should be passing through... Oh, that's weird, because it worked with me earlier. Like, I passed through a 5 from process, Twitch, chat, async. So in here, we add a message, and then we process commands. And in process commands, we do a make goblin nam 5. So if I pass you through a 5, one should be purple. But let's do, maybe I'm doing this somewhere else as well. I don't think I am, but let's take a look. Make goblin. So in async, like most of these, yeah, I mean that those have been cut out because they are, I don't need to do it that way anymore. And those ones are basically, they should only come from you. Oh no, actually. Oh, the way I do that might do that first. So what might be happening is, sorry, I can't, without the overlay actually up, it's hard to obviously actually read both chats. But But if I found this cool service called Restream.io, which means I can actually stream to both, because they handle all of the horrible computing tax that would have been involved in me actually physically trying to stream to both websites. So that's quite neat that such a thing exists. So in here, like, yeah, I'm looping through this nonsense. Equal name. Yeah, because I delete it down to things in here, what's in the chat list, and what's in the chat list might involve okay, we can kind of be sneaky. If string car at author 1 equals G, then make the goblin. Let's see if that happens. That might fix everything. So then it shouldn't do the purple ones for you, kind of thing. So I'm going to do a test there. Okay, so that's gathered a bunch of stuff from YouTube, and I'm there, and I came up purple, and I've got a little purple goblin. Oh, and it's also killed the first letter of my name on there, though, which is a pain. Not sure why I did that, though. It should only do that the once. Now I'm horn.js. Process commands. Thanks a lot for the tutorials, give me a huge initial boost. I'm glad to hear it, Peter Starostin. Hello to all the people saying hi as well. In goblin info. In make goblin, we cut off that first letter. When do we add the first letter again? Twitch chat async. That adds the T. Oh, I don't actually need to do it in the make a goblin, do I? Oh, do I? No, I had a T before. Oh, I've lost track. I've like stitched these two things together, and they both work subtly differently. So yeah, the Oh man, we got an argument between Twitch and YouTube here. YouTube thinks the audio volume is very low, and Purple thinks it's loud and clear. I mean, I can move the microphone a bit closer, that's really all I can do. Everything else is turned up fairly high, and it might just be me mumbling at times for why it's too quiet. Let's gather these. Did a bunch of them just delete? Because I think I have them periodically check as well. So like if you don't say something every few seconds, then you'll probably lose your dude. Right, there's a little dude. I think it's like every minute or something like that. Okay, so it's getting rid of an extra letter on... whenever it's creating them, it's like killing all the other ones. That's not good. Let's go back into main and in the async where we get the Google stuff. Let's not do that there at all. Make goblin on sure, okay. That's how it does it for that. And in YouTube, in Twitch rather, we come through to here, and we insert that into the chat. So yeah, name doesn't actually have it in, so we don't actually need to worry about it there. Okay. So when we process commands, make goblin 9. We don't need to do it, but we do need to do it if it's G1. So where does where does Google create goblins again? YouTube rather. They create it here. Author 1.1. Let's run it again. Yeah, Twitch Goblin's missing the first, because of, yeah. Hopefully it might work a bit better now. But it'll wait a while, because the way it gets chat from YouTube is different to how it gets chat from Twitch. Twitch, it logs into the IRC and it reads like each chat message as it comes, like it connects to it. Whereas YouTube, I poll the chat periodically and just add new messages. So YouTube's will typically always appear first in like a big poof like that, and they just did. I like added his message, but not his. Oh, none. What? Why is everyone none? What did I just do? Why did everyone become none? Oh, it still actually needs, right. I just commented that out, whereas it actually still needs to take in argument 0, which is the name. Let's go again. I'm so cool, thank you. I'm glad you think I'm cool. And again, get OBS, yeah, OBS will make it appear, there we go. Come on. Wilhelmsen test. Shout out to Will Helmson being willing to test it when it comes up. That's very helpful of you. Follows test. Yep, that's looking good. It's looking good. Got me in, coach. Cool. Seems to be working. That's good. The colors are a bit like the purple and red aren't very, I imagine might cause colorblind problems, I don't know, but it's a simple implementation. I could put like a Y and a T on them or something like that as well, but oh no, it crashed. Oh no, I wonder what crashed it. There was a crash before that came out of the Google stuff. Message text. Oh, there's some blank message text on YouTube. Did that cause an issue? Who said that? Pudge dev. Oh, right. No, it was an emote. Are emotes causing a crash, maybe? If there's a blank that's a point. Does my thing know how to handle blank messages? If I go to draw GUI. No, it's a for loop, so it should be fine. There's no like while in here. Let's look for... Host data. Okay, there is a while somewhere. Where's... Oh, that's commented out. Oh, that's a total different thing. Why would it crash? Let's just run it again. Since people are pasting lots of emotes in Twitch chat, and just see if it like insta crashes. I don't think so. I think it just comes up. They just come up blank usually. I think it's fine. Oh no, it did just crash like immediately, but like it got everything. So, but it does seem like it's likely that, but I don't. If the message let's see what happens. I don't know about how Restream doesn't have anything to do with it. Restream isn't doing anything to do with the chat. That's just sending my stuff out. Okay, so GameStream. Okay, that's still blank though. It shouldn't be blank. Let's see what Holland Johansson's one does that he just put in. Blank, blank, blank. Yeah, well, those are fine. But they should be coming up with this. I'm surprised they aren't. Equals blank. The message equals that. I suppose they're not blank though, are they? They've probably got stuff in them. Let's see if I can scroll up through here. What do they actually contain? Toast. Isn't reading. Yay. So I'm getting it from display message, but there it looks like it's just blank. But who knows, it might have just fixed the crash me putting it in like that. So I mean, you'll get blank things showing up. That's not too big of an issue as long as the crash is fixed. But I don't know. I don't know if it is. It happened randomly and then I couldn't reproduce it the other time. I don't know if it's actually got anything to do with those emotes or some other weird memory issue that might be going on. So it's tough to say at the moment, unfortunately. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if they are technically blank or something else. Anyway, I'm going to build this and hope that it basically works now. Oh, one thing I'm getting rid of the shadow that draws on messages for the time being. On O-viewers even. Because that font needs, I need to sort out all of how that works. It just doesn't work properly at the moment. Anyway, let's save that, build, create executable. Oh, do I need to close the thing first? Probably do. Build, create executable. Go to my overlay folder. Restream overlay. And this is basically the thing with mode set to 2. So I had mode 0 for Twitch, mode 1 for YouTube, and mode 2 for both, which is very exciting. Oh, that's not the file I wanted to run. Twitch. Where does it put it? Where does it put it? Restream, there we go. Grab you. Pick a new folder. Oh, man, I'm clicking all over the place today, like just getting all my clicks wrong. I cannot mouse right now. Restream overlay. Shortcut. Paste. And run that. Okay, that's this. And then we'll see if it behaves itself, basically. I should be able to minimize it now, and it should still show up there. Everyone's dudes show up. The only thing that actually shipped while I worked at Ubisoft, no, technically too. Driver San Francisco shipped while I was there, but I didn't really do anything on that. The game that I did stuff on was The Crew. What was there that actually shipped? I did a lot of stuff on other games that didn't ship as well, but that's life. The problem with spamming lots of random stuff is it's hard to then tell what the thing was that caused the crash. But shout outs to that bee emote on YouTube. That looks really cool. So good looking. Is that just the Android? It must just, yeah, it's just the Android default for bee. Well, that's really just a good looking bee emote. I think I just used draw text transformed or something. Yeah, draw text transform to do rotated text. Because they there's always going to be a bunch more reds, I think, just by the way it works. Yeah, Twitch emotes will be recognized as text because that's literally what they are in the IRC. So if you do a Twitch emote, like if you do a kappa, it will just come up as kappa or whatever, right? Let's make sure Twitch one's still working. Cool. On emote test, yeah, see, so your little will show up on the end like that. One day I might bother doing some kind of emote support, but alien ducks in the bottom right. That's an interesting way of looking at them. But they are all the people who've been chatting. Basically, if you typed a message recently, you show up there. It used to be in Twitch, it would get all of my viewers. But that, long term, that doesn't scale. If ever I did have a really popular stream that had like loads, like there'd just be too many and it would just look dumb. So now, and on YouTube you can't even do that. You can't even, or as far as I can tell, there's nothing in the API that actually gives you access to like a viewer list. So instead what I do is I just get people who've talked recently, and I think it's not properly set up, but the theory would be like if you haven't said anything in like a minute or something like that, or a few minutes, it'll eventually just sort of drop your dude. But I think at the moment they just last pretty much forever, because I don't think I've set up the going away properly. Anyway, cool. I mean, this is what I wanted this is the, well, actually it took me longer to accomplish this than I wanted, but a special code for patrons. I would love to do that. But that's tough because like when you support me on Patreon, you don't have to necessarily provide a YouTube username or a Twitch username, you know? So I don't have any way of knowing if you are a patron, is the problem. There's no way, I don't think, to connect that to Twitch. There will definitely never be a way to connect it to YouTube because they've got their own sponsorship thing that's like doing what Patreon does, right? I'm surprised there's no way, well, and there won't, yeah, there obviously also won't be a way to connect it to Twitch because Twitch have subscriptions, which is a similar thing and kind of counter to that, right? So they're never going to build their own API for that, which means I'm never really going to be able to know unless I manually collect, which I tried to do at one point, but it's not really a manageable way of doing it, like to collect manually people's Twitch names and stuff just to give them a fancy thing on the stream. I could sort of do it with like a Google form that I give people when they sign up to Patreon, and then funnel that into some sort of, if I get some sort of automated system that can like funnel the results from that into a text file that this can just read or something, or a HTTP thing I could just get that gives me all those usernames, then people can manually enter them and then they could show up like that, and then I could just only provide that form to people as they've signed up. But then I would also have to find ways of like undoing that and so on and so forth. But I could just make it a permanent thing, like you pledge once and then you just get it forever. Like I could just give it to people after they've made one payment, and I can just say, from that point, you supported me one time, so you can have a cool flair on Twitch just forever. That might be a nice thing to do. I don't know. I could do a counter thing as well, actually. It'll just be like, I have this many YouTube viewers and this many Twitch viewers and so on, like at the same time on the thing. Because at the moment it's not really clear. I have to tell you like, oh yeah, red is the YouTube people and purple is the Twitch people. Mostly Holden Johansson. The sprites in Pokepoke are largely not made by me. Some of them are, but most of the ones in that are not at the moment. And a lot of the stuff in Tribal Tension is not as well, actually. But I'm okay with that sort of stuff, you know. I'm not great, so I tend, if I want something to actually be great, I'll tend to hire someone to make something that's actually great, you know. So cool, this is all good now. So what I'm gonna do is I want to do some, yeah, I can close this now, it's all set up, which is good. I want to do some stream. Oh, hey, I'm here. This is almost the main reason I wanted to do this, because I know this only funnels through Twitch, right? And I like it. Just feels cool to see my stream in the Ludum Dare thing. So I wanted that to be there as well. Hey, Potato Nugget. Hey, Leroy Ketchup. Hey, everyone else who's said hey. I miss a lot of people who do that kind of thing. A like meter. No. Yeah, this restream service is really cool though. I'm glad that exists, because I was just like, oh, it's just not going to be feasible, is it, to actually stream to both places at once? Which would be the optimal. But now it is. Going to call some LD themes at Twitch TV/SeanJS and where do I get the link from here? Oh, I got a super chat. I don't even know. I got a super chat from Tokep2 for US $1. I don't even know how those work, but I think you just gave me $1, so thank you. That's really cool. Shout out to that guy. I don't even know what that means. I'm scrolling up the chat to see if I can see where that even came from. I'm surprised it didn't make some sort of noise or something. Well, I don't know how that works or what you did, but it sounds like you gave me $1, so thanks for that guy who gave me $1. That's really cool. Yeah, Takeshi bro, I mean, this is kind of a bit why I started looking into streaming on YouTube, because that is ultimately where my audience is, right? And they don't get told when I'm streaming on Twitch. They sort of do, because like if you're watching a video of mine on YouTube and I'm streaming on Twitch, they have that little overlay that's like, hey, the person's also streaming on Twitch, come here. You know, when Google and Twitch were kind of working together in that kind of integration sort of way before they decided, hey, we're going to do our own streaming thing. And I think that still exists, but it's like if I stream on YouTube, though, everyone gets a notification, and it's just like, oh, hey, Sean's streaming right now, and they can all show up. So it's cool to do things that way. But I also like streaming on Twitch because I also like having that little small like community with which I can just do stuff that's not necessarily GameMaker and all that kind of thing. Yeah, but I mean, this is why the optimal solution is why not both, right? Anyway, I've gotten distracted. I got distracted by the super chat, which I still don't understand. But I was looking for the link. Here it is. The link to my live stream. There it is. Now people can go to either place. I didn't suggest any themes. I take it that's over now and it's just down to slaughtering. Someone asked when the next Ludum Dare is a little while back, so I missed that. It's in a couple of weeks. It's not this weekend, but it's the weekend after. According to my calendar, I should be able to take part, but who knows? I've put it in. I penciled it in that weekend. Let's close all this stuff. I don't need any of that anymore. In fact, yeah, this is my calendar. Look, yeah, Ludum Dare that weekend. Add some notifications for super chats. I would. I mean, it's not the sort of thing I expect to ever happen, and donations and stuff like that. Because I mean, like, I have my Patreon and I have games you can just, like, if you want to support me regularly, you can go to Patreon. If you want to support me on a one-off thing, the best way to do that is to go and buy one of my games, right? But, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not turning down anyone's money. But, I mean, so all I'm saying is, like, I never really expect to get that kind of thing. But, yeah, I should probably, I don't really know how to work that stuff out of the API yet, and, like, how to work out if I just got a Twitch bit thing or a YouTube super chat. I think super chats actually get brought along in the data that I'm already gathering, so that might work. It's weird because I've got like two dashboards and I never know which one to look at, like the Twitch one or the YouTube one. This is why it's handy, like the overlay lets me actually look at both chats at once. That's super cool. And I had one moment where someone from the red, someone in YouTube was like, the audio is too low, and then someone in purple was like, I think the audio is just fine, sort of thing. And it's cool, just like, you can read other people's chats. Anyway, I've just sat on the screen for ages without actually doing any of these, so let's think about themes. Upside down as a theme. You know, surprisingly enough, I know it's like, I don't know, maybe they were thinking Stranger Things or something, you know, it's very basic or whatever, but just something flipped upside down. It's actually, I like that more than I think people might expect to like it. I don't like that it's not capitalized, etc., but that's total pedantry. I don't care about that. The quicker the better. No, that just gives me nightmare flashbacks of more is worse, or the more you have, the worse it is, which was less specific than this, and even that was awful. I mean, there's like 4,000 of these, so I'm probably only going to do a few, because I like to talk about them, so like I don't get them done quickly. But it's fun just to think about themes, you know, for a bit. I'll do this for about, I don't know how much longer, because I need to go and actually put some food together. So maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes or something like that, and we'll see how it goes. Procedural generation as a theme. No, no. It's hard, you know, and like not everyone's gonna want to do that or know how to do it, or want to learn, you know. Like billions are just like loads and loads of something. No, but I was torn on that. I'm afraid of my own powers. With better wording, that would actually be really good, I think. 32 color palette. What is that? What does that mean? Expanding world. I think we've had something kind of like that before, but it's not a bad one, and it's kind of proven. So if the theory is that most of these will be rubbish, as they usually are, let's bring it in just because it's all right. Monochromatic. Could mean a few different things, but contain. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. Your actions have consequences. Nah. Factory. What's it like? Factoria? Nah. It's a specific real-world thing. That's not. I would prefer like automation, right? That carries everything that I think factory contains without being so specific. Should add a vote reading the chats. Like if someone writes yes, then it should add a yes. If no, I'd... Ludum Dare themes. Nah, it would take too long. It's my decision, not the chat's. Undertale's it what? I need to make like a question thing as well. Otherwise, like, sometimes I'll miss a thing. I'm like, which chat do I scroll up into to read that? Let's attack according to rhythm of the music. Whenever you ask, is X possible, the answer is usually always yes. One item. Isn't that just you only have one, but then they specified item? No, that's pants. Space travel. I like space as a thing, but magnetic. Would prefer attraction, but whatever. We need to vote up some things, right? Multiple ways to win. Nah. Weird objectives. Nah. Inside and outside. Torn on that one, so I'm gonna be nice. I'm much nicer to these than most people are. No time, no. Peasants, no. Heartburn, no. Combine two incompatible spelling mistakes, i.e. turn-based. Too long, man. If your theme is like this long and has a comma in it and like an IE, like if you have to explain what you mean, bad theme. Evil twin. No. But better than the one that came before. Draw your own adventure. No. Unique twist on an old I mean, that's what most people just do anyway, regardless of the theme. Wild West. You know what? Sure. I don't usually like context ones, but sure. Iteration. There's a theme. Yeah, actually, I quite like that. Unexpected mechanics. No. Slow motion. No. Oh, the lighting will change all the time, Tendo. It just depends on the time of day and whether or not my curtains are properly open, or whether I've got the light on, and so on. Good luck, have fun? No. Boxes? No. Something needed, not wanted? No. Heat? Not awful, but no. Building? I would prefer, like, creating or constructing, but yes. The number 4, no. What does that even mean? No. Attack is the best form, no. Save the world, no. Speed, no. Hyperrealism, no. Robbery, no. Need help, no. Time is a tangible resource, no. Blood and guts. Vaguely tempting, but we've kind of got enough of that, right? So no. Illumination. Lighting things up. Or becoming aware of things. It's alright, but no. What is lost is found. That doesn't even make sense. The unknown. You know what? Sure. One raw. I actually quite like that, yeah. Shape-shifting, well, no. Evolution. Always good, I think, evolution. I think it's one of the ones that like always makes it to the end, but then never is actually the theme. Don't break the chain. No. Everything no. To be fair, that's basically like how this works. I'm so much nicer than other people are. Like, so much nicer. I keep a way higher percentage of themes than most other people do. Mind trap. All one word. No. Humans as animals. Humans are animals. No. Darkness. No. Community manager. No. Feels bad, man. No. Birds are your friends. They are your friends. No. What could I have done? I kind of see what you're going for, but that's poor wording. No. Second chance. Sometimes it can be hard if you're just not a good English-speaking writer, you know, to... You can have a good idea, but it is actually important to be able to express it in good, short English that, like, you understand instantly, it isn't hard to get across, which gives a natural disadvantage if you're not a good English, like, native English writer, you know, in terms of coming up with good themes for this kind of thing. Second chance. No. Long distance. Second chance is not too bad, but no. Long distance, really, no. Corruption. No. Yeah, only 4,000 to go. We got this. Bird's eye friends. Yeah, I know, but like, it's just true. It doesn't need to be a theme. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, no. Multiple gravities. What does that even mean? No. Trees. Forget. Yes, that's how a game jam entirely about trees. Bring it. Higher than the sky. What? So space? No. Oh, actually, I don't know. That could have been quite cool, but no. Don't touch. No. Scaling difficulty. No. A quiet place. No. Oh, actually, can I bring that back? Yeah, I actually quite like that. Factory. We already went through factory. No. Alternate communication. No. Weather control. If that were worded better, I'd like it actually, alternate communication. But weather control. No. Memory loss. No. Neck wine. No. No, because I said so. Duality. No. Sound and music. No. Through the eyes of someone else. No. This is not going to go the way you think. Yes, it is. I'm going to type no. We need each other. No. My mother would hate this. No. 1 in a million. Yeah, sure. That's weird. Big and small. No. Out of time. No. Animal Kingdom. No. Lost in Space. No. Going the Distance. No. Parallel Worlds. Hasn't that already been kind of done? I can't remember. I think we've seen that before. That's the problem with these. It gets harder and harder just because we've, like, if you've done lots of Ludum Dares, you're just like, yeah, we've had that theme. And so you obviously naturally want something good. But I don't know. I don't tend to mind voting. I mean, I know I just did, but like, I don't tend to mind voting for ones that we've had before because it's not everyone's 15th Ludum Dare, right? It's not all about the people who've done this like 100 times. A lot of people will be doing it with every jam. A lot of people will be doing it for the first time. So let's give them a chance to have a go at some of those really good themes that we've had before. So yeah, I don't really have a problem with repeating themes that were just really good. Shrine. I actually really like Shrine. I think there's a lot in there actually. Medieval Exchange, no. Hidden. Yes, I think that's yes. I think that's good. One word, I like that. That's good. You are the weapon. Nah. I feel like everyone's gonna see that the same way. Folklore. Actually, yes. You have one chance. No. Dungeon Master. Ooh, that's almost quite cool as a theme. I would want a more generic wording, but I'm not sure what it would actually be. As one, no. Running out of oxygen, no. Game jam, definitely no. Escape, yeah. Rubber ducks, no. Pure insanity, no. I can't live with, no. Two worlds, no. You can change the control. I mean, that's a weird one. No. Opposite day, no. Security, a few are good interpretations of that, but I don't think people will like that. No. Non-Euclidean. The chat's copying me now. Just no. Hey stream. Hey Sean, how are you? I'm finally hopping on one of your streams in time. Well, welcome, the Space Monkey Live. We are saying no to lots of themes. Non-Euclidean geometry. Nah. Font art. I don't know what that means. Don't look away. No. Sharing. Yes. Yes, I think this. Yeah, I think that's got some breadth. Egg, no. Displaced, no. Non-FPS, TPS. Space exploration. No. Rise of the Machines, no. Carnival, no. Concrete Jungle, no. One more, no. Nothing is objective, no. Classics, mashup, no. Multiplayer, nah. The High Seas, yes. Lucky Player. It's weird, I don't usually like context ones, but that, you know, when there's so much in a context, like, it's hard to say no to. So much better when I do live streams here on YouTube. Well, it's even better now. I'm doing it in both at the same time. Lucky Player. No. I don't even know what that means. The old becomes new again. No. The three lot. No. In Cage. No. City. No. Kind of like it, but no. Falling Out of Love. No. Amnesia. Not the horror game. You didn't need to put not the horror game in. Oscillation. No. You are a beautiful person, whoever you are. Cocoa powder. The coloured dots are whether or not you're on YouTube or Twitch. You're in my Twitch chat, you'll get a purple one. If you're in the other chat, you'll get a red one. The same for the little dudes on the right. Which I think never get rid of themselves at the moment, so they're just going to keep piling up until, I don't know, crazy memory leak kills everything. User-generated content. Nah, too hard for... it's a cool theme if you've got loads of really good programmers and so on, and even then it's a bit so no. Cards, yes, actually, I think that's actually really cool. 16 Mindhunter, no. Size matters, no. Weird clothing, no. On a plane, no. Low level, no. Action reaction, no. It gets worse. No. Vampires, no. Save and load, no. Thumbs up. There would be like one good, like, interpretation of save and load. That would be like it. Everything else would suck, I think. Thumbs up. No. No. Tough as nails. 2 rooms. We had 1 room, and that was pretty cool. I'm going to go out on a limb and like that one. Newton, no. The Dark Room. Underwater. Explanation. Thanks, Oak LR. That's good to hear. Underwater. It's not the worst, you know. Portable. No. Courage. Yes. From above. No. Math problem. No. Reversed expectations. No. No. Make the world a better place. With better wording, that'd be really cool, but no. Japanese style, no. Resonance, no. The power of love, no. Paper, no. Getting used to it, nah. Mirror image, no. Punk, no. Light and dark, no. Making things better makes them worse. That doesn't even make sense. Generate life. Yes, you can feel it. No. Weakness is your strength. Again, no. Geometry. That could be worded better if they meant what I think they might have meant by weakness is your strength. Geometry. No. You control a scenario. Not like no. Chaos is a lamp. No. We are one. No. Confusion. Probably not today, Bear Andre. Kind of done working today. I'm just kind of chilling out with this. I'm gonna go turn my light on though, briefly. Not as in I'm gonna turn my light on briefly, as in I'm briefly going to go to turn it. I don't care if you don't know what I meant. Say yes, no. Confusion, no. Cooking with science, no. Rolling, rawhide, no. Wonders of the world, no. You are the villain. I've had that like 1,000 times. I did just give the rationale of why I don't mind repeating themes, but we won't have to repeat them every 3 jams. We've had loads. We've got, you know, let's try whatever the theme from Ludum Dare 3 was or something, not the one from literally 2 jams ago. Exploration, sure. Giant world. No. As I said, like I pick yes on way more of these than the majority of people, I think. Or from what I've observed. Oh, I accidentally tapped no. Every day is exactly the same. No. No. One and done. No. Infinity. No. Two sides. Yes. You are not in control. I want to say yes, but no. Nothing is permanent. Yes. I think that's actually really good. Atmosphere. Dome. No. Push and pull. No. The floor is made. No. Terrorism. No. Work simulator. No. Cut. No. 30 seconds. God, no. You got the rhythm. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I said God, no, because that's been done so often, but maybe it's time we have one of them again. Pushing. No. Dance off. No. Something wrong with the... No. Restricted movement. Implies you have to have movement. Yeah, no. Being nice. No. A theme about being nice. No, I like the ones that are about positivity. I just think, you know, the positivity would be a cool theme. Constant change. Nah. Robotization, no. Is that even a word? Hidden country. No. Intentional isolation. Bit awkward. The trail. So what is that? Like Oregon Trail times a million? I don't know. Destruction. You know what? Sure. Create life. I think I already said, yeah, the one that was like that, so no. History's gonna change. History is going to change. No. Mortal citizen. No. Time is space. No. No. Inevitable. I made a game called Inevitable once. So no. The VO is new. Nope. Sugar, nope. Build your own character. When is the next Ludum Dare? In 2 weeks. I've seen the Twitch messages in a while. That's still working. Oh, thank you for the thing, Fluffer Dog. He did a thing. He gave me 5. Is it like 5 cents or something like that? I'm not sure how it works. I'm now a purple dotted beautiful person. Yes, you are, Fluffer Dog. Thank you very much for the Twitch cheer. Yeah, that's what they're called on Twitch. Sorry if I don't notice these. They're hard to notice. I do need to put something in the overlay that tells me when people do that kind of stuff. It's just hard to get the data out to see if it's happened. Hey Sean, how are you? I'm finally. Oh yeah, we already saw that. Thank you, Fluffer Dog. I hope you're still here. Build your own character. Nah, breaking the hat. Breaking the hat. No. Voxel destruction. Nope. Animal and human. Nope. One button. Nope. Bits, that is what they are called. It is, but the process of doing it's called a cheer, I think, right? Like, he's now #1 on the cheer thing in the chat. Everything is used for more than one thing. No. That's like multi-purpose design or one tool, many uses, which is a really good theme, but like that's a way better way of writing it than everything is used for more than one thing. Finicking with portals. No. Don't move. Oh, I mean to laugh at people spelling bad. That's mean, but it was just funny. Have some more, friendo. Thank you, Fwilla, for the one. That's the first one I've ever spotted on time, I think. Thank you, Fwilla, for the 100 purple bitty things. They will go towards buying my next pizza, maybe. I don't know. Actually, it takes forever for me to get paid out on Twitch because that stuff's like really kind of rare because I don't stream all that often. I think I got my first payout on Twitch kind of recently, actually. Like, I finally just hit the $100 threshold or whatever it is. So that's cool. Who is suggesting these themes? Just the entire LD community, I think. I want to get... I never get my suggestions in time. I sometimes don't even get in time to vote on stuff. Would this be a good theme? Don't move. No, it would not. Less than 300 square bracket hash close square bracket lines of code? No. This is not a game, I promise. You, what? No. Hi, Killer Creeper 06. Dungeon crawler? No. Disability? No, because people would do it badly. Hash symbol, hashtag, no. People have the power, no. Not casual, no. Make love, not. Dollar bag emoji, no. Sean, am I a tree? Yes. Broomstick, no. Radish farming, no. It's all connected. Or why don't you just write connected? That would be better. No. Based in a movie? No. In the eye of the storm? No. Forgotten manuscript? No. Light in a dark world? No. Two worlds, one player? There's been a few kind of like that, but that's not my favorite reading of it, so no. Why has no one made a tutorial about timelines and how to use them in GMS2? Because they're not really that useful, and you don't really ever need them for anything. They're useful for very few edge cases of things, but most of the time you can just use variables and alarms and stuff. I don't know. They never seemed. They're cool at a couple of things, but they never seem super flexible to me. So I've never really bothered using them a whole lot. A lot of themes aren't broad enough, honestly, Okla, in my opinion. Fire and ice. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna be mean. Forgotten. Yes. Good is bad / bad is good. Doesn't really make sense, no. A twist on a classic, no. Lost. Yes. Progress will make you weaker. There's better ways to word that, I think. You were warned. There are better ways to word that, but I actually like the idea behind it a lot, so I'm gonna undo that one. Contact. Yes, actually. Zebra. No. Colors. Nah. Small loan of a nah. Minigames. No, it's not really much of a theme, is it? Break the rules. No. Burger, no. Terranger, no. Transhumanism is no. 3 in a row. Did I get 3 in a row? Gosh, that is rare. Edutainment, no. Death is progress. I've no idea how, like, I'm looking in YouTube now and again in case those super chat things go off. I know what to look for in the chat for cheers. Like, you see an emote followed by a number. And it's taken me a while to recognize that, but I think I can spot those now. Whereas I have no idea what the super chat thing does or how it works. So I'm always just like looking in YouTube saying, oh, no one's done that. Okay, cool. Death is progress, no explosions. Death is everyone would make the same ass platformer in that we've seen a million times. Explosions. No, everything is it's not that bad actually, but no, everything is a weapon. No, out of control. No, after what? No, because most themes are utter garbage. LEP, Lost at Sea. No, wait, didn't I? I think I voted that one up earlier, but whatever. China. No, low poly. No, because that implies 3D. Not everyone's gonna be making a 3D thing. For example, me, probably. Around the world. No, your arm is the key. No, colony. I love making those kind of games, but I think I have too many similar games. Hey, can anyone give me advice on making games? Yes, just do it and just finish things and don't worry about making things amazing. Just finish what you start. And it might not be perfect, it might not be what everything you want it to be, but finish it and show it to people and be like, yeah, I made a game, it's cool. And then move on and make another thing. Fail lots and often. Live once. No. Failure is fun. Yes, that's an interesting challenge, I think. What is real? I'm in two minds about that one, but I think it's interesting. What is real? What is real? On YouTube, typically Leo Johnson, because that happens to be where my biggest audience is. Some people have like slowly funneled their way to Twitch, but there are always likely to be more people watching on YouTube. Right now there are 40 viewers on Twitch, and which is more than I usually get, jeez, and 74 on YouTube. There might be more on Twitch than there usually is because I'll be showing up on the Ludum Dare site, I guess, if anyone's here. That might have had an impact, and also the fact that I've told everyone that I'm double streaming and so on. Some people might be like, oh, I want to go see what's on Twitch, and vice versa, and so on and so forth. But usually, like, my Twitch streams, I usually don't get over like 20 viewers, unless it's actually a Ludum Dare stream. Then I sometimes get all the way to like 200 or whatever. Whereas on YouTube, I seem to be able to just stream like anything, and like 70 odd people show up because like I have subscribers there, you know. Because that's where people come from who like my stuff the most. Oh, is that still getting the chat? Followers just said something, but he didn't appear. Test. Oh no, okay, I think that's still working. Maybe it might have just got overwritten by the red things coming in. What is real? No. We're live. No. Anyone can draw. No. Haunted. No. Don't lose it. No. Game board. No. Panic mode. No. Flow. No. Flow's not that bad, but no. One room. We've had before, but it's kind of interesting. So okay. Omnipotent. How do I tell which themes are bad and which are good? I use an elaborate process by which I funnel all of the words into a universal good theme formula in my head. And if the final quotient or Q comes out as greater than 0.9, then the theme is good. Otherwise, it is bad. It's an objective process for which cannot be argued with. It's absolutely correct, and anyone who says it's not or disagrees with any of my choices just doesn't understand the very clearly objective maths behind it. And that's how I determine which themes are objectively superior to the to other themes, and other people, they use their subjective, human emotions to make silly opinions about which themes they like. That's ridiculous. You have to judge these things objectively, which is of course actually possible to do by humans. So that's what I do, and I wish more people would do it the same. Obviously, I'm kidding. My experience from jams and so on leads me to have an innate feeling for which themes. I tend to like themes that I think would produce lots of interesting and different games. Some themes like are about a cool type of game, but like you struggle to get anyone able to subvert that theme or do interesting, weird things with it. So you're likely to only get like 3,000 games that are all RTS games or whatever, right? So I like themes that give a big breadth of different interesting things. I like themes that are well written, in the sense that they're like short, like these like one room flow, panic mode, and so on. Even though I didn't like these ones, like they're well written because they're a small number of words and you kind of get the idea right away. If it's really long, it's not good. If it's really specific to a context, it's usually not good. And by context, I mean like if it's about like a place or a thing and so on and so forth. And again, this is all just my personal take on what I think is cool and what I think would generate the most interesting games from across the spectrum of game developers that enter this kind of thing. Stuff that would be good for beginners as well as good for people who are not beginners, is cool too. Lots of different things go into it. And I change my mind back and forth about themes a lot of the time. Omnipotence. I think that's the best wording you can get for a theme about like God games and that kind of thing. It feels a little bit limited, but I do kind of like it. And some of it is obviously just going to come down to like, oh, I have a cool idea for that, and then I want to go. But like, I tend to like minimize the effect that has on whether or not I like a theme, and just think about what everyone else would make. Have I organized? I actually have FE Nike. Well, I've organized my objects. I think the sprites are still a mess. I actually did do that recently. The important thing is that you tried. No limbs. See, for example, that's a really long sentence, and it's like it's about like a feeling that you'd like trying to convey in a game that like feels like it's gonna have a very limited number of games that can come out of it, and I'm not sure even that limited number of things are that good, so I decided I didn't like that one. No limbs, no. Implies that there's a body that needs to have limbs and therefore ties your game ideas to that. In the woods, no. Context-based ones can be alright if they're a broad enough context. Like, at sea or in space are okay. They're not the best themes, but they're alright, because they still have a huge breadth, and it's enough to give you some focus and be like, okay, I'm going to do something in space. What's it going to be? And you're going to go from there, but... So they're okay. Don't push that button. That's, yeah. Every now and again you get themes that are basically the theme of a couple of popular commercial games that already exist. And running that theme is usually not that great because it's like hard to get your mind away from just that game or those kind of games. Time limit. I don't think other people would like that very much. Empty wallet. Which is a weird reason to vote no, I admit. Empty wallet, no. Tiny/huge. No, actually, I didn't even plan on streaming this long, the digital chance, so I'm probably going to go to 8, and then I'm going to stop, because I still haven't cooked my dinner yet. So I definitely need to do that. Tiny slash huge. No. One finger. Weird one. No. It's like one button, I guess they're trying to get out of there. There and back again. Nah. The abyss stairs back. Nah. Extraterrestrial. Nah. Random generation. It's like procedural generation. It's a bit better than that because it implies more, but nah. Connecting. No, not even spelled right. Which, you know, that's no disrespect to people who are just, you know, bad at spelling or his English isn't their native language, etc. But it's helpful if they're well written because then they come across well and so on. I'm not sure they ever get corrected and so on, so it's not great if those sorts of things go through, unfortunately. Weird way of movement. What? No. A faulty connection. The problem with this is I can just keep going forever. Like, how many have I gone through? Like, 3,971. I'm not going to go through all of them. Definitely not. I'm only going to go through a handful more, really. A faulty connection. Nah. A reflection puzzle. Nah. You're not alone. No. Together strong. No. Ricochet. No. Darkness. Dark and light. Just. It's very common. No. Multi-user. It's not awful. It's just really common. Multi-user, no. A dark force, no. Claustrophobic, no. Handful, no. Always, what does that even mean? No. Hidden in plain sight, no. Red means recording, no. You are the game, not the player, but you are the player. I don't know what that means, no. Floating islands. Sure. Just because it's a context that could encompass lots of different types of games, then I think would be interesting. Turn-based, and again, like beginner friendly, intermediate friendly. Like, actually ticks a lot of boxes. That one, floating islands. Turn-based. Nah. Back to the present. Ones that like are like game genres or like mechanics is like specific mechanics or like specific genres. Often not great either. IMO. Yeah, some names will get screwed up because I don't have a full breadth of Unicode characters in the fonts that I'm using in the overlay, but I will look into fixing that. Back to the present. No. Start with nothing. I don't really have to think about that one. My brain just blanked, but it's just obviously rubbish. Start with nothing. Yeah, okay. I think you got a lot of similar stuff there, but I think it ticks enough of the boxes. Bye, Nilak123. Time. Alright, sure. It's generic. It's like wide enough. Simulator. Nah. Retro. No. Hoist by your own, but no. Limited moves. People just throw in quotes they like sometimes. It's weird. Or like sayings and stuff. Limited moves, no. It's all about selections, no. You are your enemy. Don't really get it, no. Boss fight, no. Back. That one comes up a lot. It's a weird one. Back through time. Not pixel art. No. Survive the night. Survival on its own would be better. It's too dark. No. Bounce. No. Don't go outside. No. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. No. Cause and effect. No. Power of fire. No. Theft. No. Actually, theft I like. Superpower. No. Not what it seems. No. Torture. No. Take me home. No. Never touch the ground. No. Borders. Yes. There's loads of different... Like, borders is a word that can mean so many different things. Territorial borders, like window borders. Loads of different things there, I think. Everyday struggles, nah. 3 colors, nah. Mount select, dumb, no. Lights, incessant diversions. Actually, there's better wordings on that, I think. Cycle. For cycles, literally 1 letter would have improved this for me. But I like the idea. Running out of resources. Single core mechanic. That's what most Ludum Dare, that's what most like jam games kind of should have anyway. Most. Micro to massive. No. Down. No. Only way is down. No. Franken's something. No. Hero's journey. I see what they're trying to do, but no. Incremental complexity. Yeah, most themes are usually bad, Charlie Kennedy. Incremental complexity. Nah. Puzzle. Nah. You are not alone. Sure. Only just, but sure. Too much power. Hidden world. Oh, okay, it's 8 o'clock now. It's hard to know because you can just keep going because like a new one always just comes up. It's like Civ, you know, you end your turn and then a new turn comes up and it's like here's another decision to make and you never stop. So I'm gonna stop there. A hidden world. No. That's obviously rubbish, but then like I'm just gonna. So I'm not gonna. I'll know what to do when I come back to that. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna go get some food, and I think I'm done streaming for the day. I'm glad I got my overlay working with across both places. That's kind of neat. I need to look into making the chatters eventually disappear because there's just way too many of them. I think I'll give them just like a 10-minute life cycle or something like that. And have it so whenever you go to create a new one, if one already exists, just set that timer back to max. That'll be the easiest way to do that. So thank you for watching, Twitch people. Thank you for watching, YouTube people. Super glad this is the thing I can do now. And I'll catch you guys. I might do a stream on Friday. I tend to stream. I don't usually stream on Mondays, as it's just a spare time thing. So who knows? If I'll stream again, it's probably gonna be Friday. Catch you then in a bit, guys.